What's up, boys? I'm Brendan, and I'm making this video. It's my first video. It's gonna be many on this channel, but I'm making this video as kind of a way to show you guys exactly, in the most minimal details, everything I've done in whole to book my first client in SMMA in less than a week of starting. In no means am I claiming to be a pro or anything like that. Like I said, I've been at it for like less than a week, but I booked the client, and I see a lot of people looking at all the SMMA stuff and watching all these videos and not actually doing anything. So I did something, and now I'm pulling in from one client $700 and basically $800 a month. Revenue, not profit, but still, I'm just going to show you guys everything I did from start to basically getting to the point where you can book your first client. And I'm going to keep you guys on the journey as I grow to book my second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 50th client, alright? But I'm going to keep this 100% with you guys. No BS, no Netflix style, like, how to become a top 1% alpha male. Like, no, I'm going to show you guys what I did, and I'm not going to leave stuff out. If it's not, it might not be the most entertaining, but this is what I'm doing, and it's what's worked so far. So, from the very first moment I heard about SMMA, I'm gonna try to do this all in one take, just because I want to keep it all, flowy. One recording. From the very first moment I started SMMA, I basically, well, before I even started, I heard about SMMA. Sorry about that. That's just my media buyer. That message. But from the moment I started SMMA, or heard about SMMA, I was instantly interested. I thought it was a sick business model. So that was probably about a month ago, and I probably spent about 2 to 3 weeks just watching tons of videos. Probably got over 100 hours worth of videos in. And I'm gonna say there's a lot of stuff that's like not gonna help you that much. Like, a lot of you may have seen like Iman Gotzi or whatever. He's got some good videos, but after you watch 3 of them, every video is the same, and it'll show you the base stuff to make you want to start SMMA, but nothing to actually do it. And to fill in those gaps, he'll try to sell you his course. I didn't do anything for course-wise. I didn't buy a course. I don't recommend buying a course. I'm not saying courses are bad. I just wouldn't recommend it. I didn't do it. I think for that much money, you could use free information and invest that money into better stuff to actually grow your business. So I'm also going to show you everything I spent the money on from the business. And this channel, I just want to say, will be some me, maybe some of my partner who I started this SMMA with, but primarily me. He might have his own channel in the coming future, but yeah. So I watched just as many videos as I could just to grasp an understanding, but I think you want to understand that you can't just watch videos. You gotta actually take action, and you want to have an understanding first, though. So I will show you just boom, SMMA. Watch SMMA videos. Watch whoever you think is good. I personally watched some. This guy. I'm actually not. I can't. I'm not. I watched some of this guy. I'm not actually a big fan of him, but I think that his content and some of the stuff where he shows like how to get these meetings, or he shows directly his cold calls, or he guarantees, or shows exactly his calls with him booking people. I think that's information that you don't find in a lot of other places. One guy I like who's very new is this guy. I think he's got a lot of valuable information in his videos, and I think he's pretty good. I'm going to try to make these videos as well. I'm going to try to show you, keep it 100%. I'll show you guys my script. It's basically Thomas Gonnett's script because that's what I found to work the best. But, yeah. Now, what's the first thing I did? I came up with a brand name, came up with a logo. Both pretty simple things. Name, I just came up with some simple name and added digital at the end. For my logo, I went onto Canva and used one of the pre-made templates, which I'll show you right here. Boom. This simple. It's pretty easy. I just use Canva. I got the Canva Premium, but you don't need it. Whoops. Um, and boom, I had that. Second thing I did, went onto Google Workspace, bought a domain. My domain was taken, so I just did .agency. I thought that sounded pretty good. But the more important thing that's for is for the emails. So the domain was like $2 a year or something, cheap. The emails are like $6 a month, and I got two of them. And those I feel like are super good for building credibility. And then the domain, I connected that to a Wix website, which I then built, um, which I will show you guys here. Which I honestly, this website, I haven't needed it for anything. I haven't even finished it. I'll show you. Not even finished. Wait. Uh, it looks pretty bad, but I use like the $16 plan per month, and honestly, I haven't needed that much from it. But this was looking like it's pretty bad, pretty bad. Now, the second thing I did, constructed my offer. This is like the most fundamental part of an SMMA. So I basically thought, what's something you can't really say no to, and I basically decided it's got to be something where you're not putting anything really at risk, where you have a 100% chance of success, and your offer is what's going to convince people. You might have the best sales skills in the world. If you got a shitty offer, it's not going to do anything. So I think you need to have a good offer, which is why mine is we will generate you a guarantee, and if we don't provide this guarantee, you get your money back. All right? So that's what I did. And from there, I just used Thomas Gunner's script, customized it to be my own. I'll show you guys real quick. It's not good. Actually, never mind. I redact that. It's pretty good, but it's not very original. Oh, actually, before I get to that, the most important thing I almost forgot about, for me at least, is providing. But to have a guarantee, I need to be able to provide good results. So for that, before I did anything else, before I started outreach, I found a good media buyer. Now, how did I do this? I pulled open this lovely app called Facebook, and I just made a post. Oh, I'm looking for a media buyer for my new SMMA agency. Let me know what you guys Let me know what you guys want, or let me know if you guys are interested. Send me a DM, whatever. I got a ton of DMs. I got a lot of information. I set about 10 interviews, and then I found a really good media buyer, like one who I really like, who I know can guarantee results. So for me, guaranteeing results is the big thing. If I have someone who can't guarantee results, that's just not what I want. So I'm paying this media buyer about 30% or whatever the deal is. So if it's $1,000 deal, $300. It might be on the high end, might be on the low end. I've heard of people using Fiverr for $50 media buyers or whatever. You could do that, but then you don't know how the results are going to be. And if you have a guarantee, then you're taking a risk. So, basically, what I did is I chose a media buyer who I know can guarantee results and who I can trust. And that took a while, and I had to do a lot of interviews, and I had to do a lot for that. But, I would say it's worth it. That's for me, at least. You guys might have a different outlook. Now, once I did that, I chose a media buyer. We talked information, $300 per deal. Now what I'm doing is I have the script, and I purchased a website called Leads Gorilla. This is not necessary. You can't just use Google, but I found that it helped. It, could just export it all into a Google Sheets. And, shows all the phone number, everything like that. Makes it easier for me. It's like $27 for one-time payment. So I use that, and I put in my niche in the search bar. Here, actually, I'll show you guys. I put in my niche in the search bar, and then I put in surrounding area, and la-di-da-di-da, boom. So I'll show you guys right here, real quick. You put in your niche, whatever it is, put in the location, put in the radius, press search, and it'll show you all the businesses. The other thing is I have that list, and I go down calling all of them, in that list, and I use the script. It's very similar to Thomas Gonnet's. You guys can, look at it if you want. I'll read it out. It's, hi, am I reaching the owner of whatever business? So, I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is a cold call, so I am calling to pitch something in your business. Would you like to hang up now, or would you give me 30 seconds of your time to hear me out and then decide? And then it just keeps going. Here, you guys can screenshot it if you want. Basically, I try to book a Zoom call, or a Meet. I use Google Meets. It's free. Just as good. So, keep doing that. I probably had to do 50 calls before I booked a meeting, which is honestly not great, but what I did next was I put together a Google Slides presentation. And in the meeting, I'll show you guys what it looks like. Oh, whoops. In the meeting, just looks like this. Boom. That's all it is. Takes about 45 minutes to go through that, or half an hour, and boom, book a meeting. I've booked about 2 actually, only one of the guys showed up. The one guy I did a pretty good job in this presentation, I won't lie. So far I got 100% meeting to conversion rate. Once again, I haven't booked that many meetings. I'm not a pro. It's definitely something I need to get better at, so if you guys have tips based on that script or whatever, let me know. But, I booked that meeting, sign into connect a Stripe account, which, I'm not going to tell you all that, but, I did a Stripe account and then sent the invoice to the client after the meeting. I can go into detail. I could do another video going into detail exactly how I present it. Now, I know I brought up people like Thomas Gonnet quite a bit. I actually like Thomas Gonnet's way of doing it, but I think it's way too lectury. I feel like you need to engage with the client a bit more. Which is why I kind of put a mix between the two people I showed you, Thomas Gonnet and Chris SMMA, where Chris SMMA is a lot of asking questions and letting the person you're speaking with feel valued. Now, I think the biggest thing is professionalism. You want to show that you're professional. So my website isn't good, but it exists. Professionality. I have professional email, whatever, and the big thing is how are you reaching out to people if you don't have results? Well, for me, my media buyer let me use his results. I actually don't recommend doing the work for someone for free. I recommend to find a media buyer who will let you use their results, but and basically white label it. That's what I did, and that's what's working pretty well. That's what's gotten people interested. But like I said, the biggest thing resides in your offer. So now I am getting the ads run out today, and we contacted the guy, and he's super impressed and happy so far. So I signed to start. My thing is I'm not going to lock someone into a 3-month contract or something. At the beginning, I'll lock them month by month, and then after that, once they are happy with the results, I'll do a package deal where it's basically cheaper for them to do it in a contract, and then let them go from there. So kind of let them see first, let the results speak for themselves, and work like that. So honestly, this is kind of a brief, introductory video. It's like 15 minutes long. I haven't stopped, but that's kind of me going over everything I've done so far. I don't know. What am I planning on doing in the future? Right now I'm working on botting some Instagram accounts, and I'm going to try to get some VAs to automate some of the outreach for me. And I feel like that'll, highly increase scalability and lower the amount of work I have to do to give me more free time to, focus on the business elsewhere. But, like I said, I did outreach for 3 or 4 days before I booked my first client. That's pretty good. I've seen it take months for people. So I'm not trying to sound egotistical or braggy or whatever. I'm just saying this is what I've done, and this is what I did for it to work. Maybe it was a stroke of luck. We'll see as I keep updating you guys and taking you through my journey. But can't wait to continue this with you guys. So any of you guys have questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Leave them in the comments. I'm gonna leave a Discord in the description if you guys want to join. And yeah, I will do more detailed stuff on each process that I've done in this video so far. I feel like this is more of an introductory video. But I guess that's everything. So, thanks a lot, guys. I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribed because, it's my first video. I wanna grow the channel. I wanna provide you guys some value. I don't really have much to gain from this. I'm never gonna make a course or something. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe I will. If I do, it's not gonna be friggin' $1,500. But I don't think I'm going to. Like I said, I'm 15, and this is what I've done so far. So, alright. See you guys. Peace. Join the Discord. Subscribe. Like. Leave a comment. Everything like that. And I'll try to make some more video guys updating you guys soon. Adios.